And tonight, America, you are going to select the next president of the United States. As you all know, the Federal Election Commission has changed the rules completely in the election process. No more do we have pesky polls. The entire election will be decided by the people in this room. Tonight's event is sponsored by Bombay Sapphire. A couple of housekeeping items before we get started. There are about 100 million people estimated watching tonight. But none of those people matter. The only people who matter in this election are the people in this room. That's right. So you can yell, you can boo, you can cheer. Boo. There we go. Let's everybody try that. Let's everybody cheer. These candidates are trying to earn your vote. Let them know what you feel. If you like what they say, cheer for them. If you don't like what they say, let them know. Tonight is about you, audience. So, without further ado, let's meet our candidates. Candidates, please pull out your name cards. Ronnie?
I'm ready.
Okay, you're up first. You've got 45 seconds to introduce yourself to the American people.
Hello! My name is Ronnie Roberts, but I go by another name as well. The name is Snake Eye. I came through a wormhole to this reality. I saw something. I saw crime, punishment. I saw trolling on social media, and I hate it. I hate it, guys. I can't have that. I believe in justice for all. Look, I may be from another reality where I fight villains and insane lizard people, but in this reality, I'll fight for America.
Thank you. My name's Clive Turkington. If you've read about me in the New York Times, you might see the title Underground Journalist. But I'm not an underground journalist. I'm an underground journalist. I live in the core of the earth, surrounded by hot molten magma, okay? I'm reporting on the truths that you can't see or hear in this corporate shield media, okay? When I become president, I'm going to free information. I'm going to spread the truth. And just like a voter I spoke to earlier, Joel in Denver, said, I'm going to end the gridlock, right? Because guess what? When you get rid of the roads, there's no gridlock to be had. You make this country a better place. If you like what I'm saying, give me a hell yeah. I'd like to thank Stone Cold Steve Austin for lending me the trademark of that catchphrase and for his support. Thank you, Tom. I heard your damn bell. I ain't gonna listen to it anymore.
Thank you, Clyde. Representative Barry O'Shanahan. Oh, I'm sorry, Barry O'Shannon.
That's quite all right. Everyone, thank you so much for having me here. My name is Representative Barry O'Shannon. I represent the south side of Chicago. You know, I don't know what you guys thought about the last 8 years, but I thought they were pretty great. So I'm going to run on a campaign of yes, we still can. Yes, we still can. Here's the thing. You know, I started out as a community organizer in the south side of Chicago. Went to Harvard Law. First Irish person to be the president of the law review there. I met my gorgeous wife, Michelle O'Shannon. Currently I have 2 gorgeous young daughters, Milani and Sasha O'Shannon. I'm sorry, Melanie O'Shannon. So, you know what? If you guys think that the last...
Monty Birmingham.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Monty Birmingham, and I'll cut right to the chase. I'm running on a platform of tax reform as it is. As you all know, the UK has left the European Union, which means, for lack of a better phrase, it's on an island by itself. I say that we annex them as the 52nd state of the Union after the District of Columbia. And then we tax the bejesus out of them. You see, I may have been born on a military base in England, a joint military base giving me dual citizenship, but I renounced my British citizenship once I learned about the 13 colonies and the treachery for which the crown did lay upon this land. That is when my revenge began. Don't ding me. Don't ever ding me.
Simon Holden.
How's everybody doing? I should say hi, my name is Simon Holman. I'm a former Disney cast member. I'm running on the fact that I love Disney. And after talking to so many people that are here in the crowd tonight, I met Rachel, who loves Mulan, Phil, who loves Wally. I met so many people who love Little Mermaid, who love The Lion King. All of these things are classics, and I want us to be able to embrace those. To a kinder, simpler time when we could all remember nostalgia and love and friendship and song. That's what I'm looking for. And I want to be able to win so that I can take each and every single one of you to Disney World.
Veronica Playfair.
Hello, I'm Veronica Playfair. I am the widow of the actual candidate, Bob Playfair, who, as you know, tragically died recently. Former governor of Michigan, the great state of Michigan. But I think that all of the men up here today with me would agree that behind every great man is an even greater woman. And for 35 years, I was that woman. I supported Bob through his career, supported his aspirations, and now I want to support you, America. Let me be your help me, America. A vote for Veronica Playfair is a vote for a cold cocktail and a hot meal when you get home.
Captain Burner, can you turn your name card the other way?
It's different in the air.
Captain Burner.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain, Kevin Burner. Mr. President, I lost both my parents in a single-engine Cessna over the Bay of Biscayne when I was 12. And I learned to fly after that because I believe that if my father knew how to fly, he would have been able to save them. The remains were never found. But ladies and gentlemen, that's why I want every man, woman, and child in America to learn to fly by the age of 12. And this is going to inspire us because if we can do that, we can do anything, right? Emily brings up homelessness earlier. We can solve that. Let's fly high. I think it was Samantha over there wants light snacks. Let's fly high. Thank you, America.
Word about
Rich Schulte.
All right, can I move around a little bit?
No.
No? All right, keeping me down. All right, yes, my name is Rich Schulte. I'm a union labor leader. I am currently president of the newly combined, fully merged, and fully empowered Teamsters, Stevedores, Screenwriters Guild of America United Auto Workers. And I'm here to say, labor, yes, give it to me. Labor, yes! Yes! I'm here to fight for dental. Dental. I'm here to fight for visual. Visuals and contacts. All right, some people here are talking about 15 paid vacation days and PTO time holidays. I want 18! 18! And I'm willing to sit down with anybody. And when I say sit down, I mean on the floor.
Senator Kennedy Goodhart.
As former senator now, it's at the end of my career, I'm finally unshackled. I can tell you the truth, America. It's all bullshit. You can vote as much as you want, you can sign your change.org petition, and you can change nothing. That's what happens when you sign an electronic piece of paper. All right? So I hate to break it to you, but as a member former member of the government. Doesn't matter. It's all a joke. Choice is an illusion. And that's why I want to be president. They've been fucking with us for hundreds of years. Let's fuck right back, right?
Yeah.
Right? Isn't it about time we put someone in office who's not going to take any more of the bullshit?
Jason David Davies.
Good evening. I'm Jason David Davies. I'm a professional event planner. Myers-Briggs ENFJ. I'm a Dodger. America, if you can be an event planner, you can be president. Okay? It's keeping a diverse group of stakeholders happy on a limited budget while some bitch mother of the groom. That bitch is Mitch McConnell. Pull off a celebrity secret wedding for 200 in the Canary Islands on a month's notice, which I did, on a country, okay?
Let's do it one more time for all of our candidates this evening. America, as you know, campaigns do not run for free. In your programs this evening, you received a sum of money that you can now use to fundraise for your candidate of choice. If you would like to see this candidate advance, give them your cash. Note, your candidates now have 3 minutes to come out and mingle with the audience. This is the only time in the show where your money matters. So give it to your candidates. If you can get up, give it to them, do it. If you want to bundle it amongst yourself, do it. Candidates, raise some money. All right, the fundraising is over. Has anybody still have any money left? No?
There's one woman who's got money left. I tried.
Oh, excellent. All right. Wow, hard fundraiser. Excellent. So right now, candidates, you can just go ahead and tally your dollars on the card in front of you, right at large, so that the audience can see it. Show it. Mr. Davies, you can put your card down.
I'm also going to be self-funding with some Disney seed money that I received.
much of it?
There's about $250,000 in here.
Okay, you are sound good. Put that down. Veronica, you can put yours down as well. Monty, O'Shannon, you can put your cards down. If your card is still up, you have been cut from the race because you do not have enough interest from the voting public. Please say your goodbyes.
Well, America, if you know anything about me, you know this was written in the stars from the beginning. I've got a special message to the Coca-Cola Corporation. You think you can keep killing Colombians on my watch? You got another thing coming, all right? They're my government president, and I'm coming down with all my friends from the WWE, and we're gonna clean shit up. You hear that?
America? It's Snake Eyes speaking now. I just want to tell you there's an asteroid on the way to the planet, but I guess I'll be going now.
Hope you enjoyed flying with me, America. And enjoy yourself wherever your final destination may be.
America, we can still win. Let's stop TPP in the lame duck section. Stop TPP in the lame duck section. It's not funny.
Tried to tell you nothing matters. Look at your choices. Here we are, America. You voted with your money. Sure you did.
The primaries continue. Yes, rearrangers, health candidates. Excellent. Monty, yes.
Tom Collins, was it?
Yes.
Yes, can I get some tea?
No. If you maybe spike it with something.
I have
maybe.
some tea here. If someone could just run and get the hot
We do not have time for that. America, we're moving into a more hard-hitting debate where we can cover some of the real issues. Tonight's electorate has regaled me with a lot of topics that they want to cover. If I had to put a word over all of the topics, it would be women's issues. So we are going to start with paid maternity leave. Veronica, what do you think about that?
Well, Tom, thank you. That's a great question. I see a lot of folks out here in the room who may have been on maternity leave at one point, may do so in the future. I'm the only person up on the stage who's ever had a child. And I know from speaking with May Lynn over here that maternity leave is an important issue. I am pro 1 year of paid parental leave for either parent.
I'm going to jump in on that because...
Isn't it just like a man to interrupt?
When I tell you guys about how fantastic my wife Michelle O'Shannon is. I'll tell you what, when we had kids, I said, Michelle, you go back to work because you're kicking butt out there. So I think it's fantastic that sometimes the man can stay home and take care of the kids while the woman's out there in the workplace.
Let me interrupt. Frederico and I are trying to conceive right now. Oh, well, we have a wonderful surrogate from Iowa.
Wait, you said Federico, right?
Frederico.
And you said, how is she?
I heard Frederica.
You know what?
I heard Co.
Don't bring your gender.
I know.
All right.
Either way, I support leave.
Thank you.
We're going to move on to the next topic, which is related. We're going to start with Simon. What do you think about ways in which we can make daycare more affordable?
Oh, no, I really think just on the issue of daycare, it's important. You know, we have so many few opportunities to be able to instill and work with children at a young age, and so being able to instill in them the sense of discovery, the sense of learning, is so important and critical to being able to do at that point, because it's something that sets them up for their entire life.
Oh, well, the bell has rung. Simon, that means it's challenge time. Please pick one of your fellow candidates to challenge.
I'm gonna take the British guy.
All right. Simon and Munt, can you come up here for a second?
Get some more tea first.
If you want to waste your time getting tea, that is your call. Ma'am, what's your name?
Arkisha.
Arkisha, would you do me the honors of selecting a card here and reading it out?
Simon.
Origin story.
Everybody knows that a candidate's humble beginnings are a key part of his story. Please, each candidate is going to have an opportunity to tell you where he came from. And you're going to tell us, Arkisha, which candidate's story is more compelling. We're going to start with Monty Birmingham.
Yes, well, West Philadelphia, born and raised. Playground is where I spent most of my days.
So you're not from Britain, you're from the west side of Philadelphia, is that
Chilling
correct?
out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. Shooting some b-ball outside of the school. Then a couple of guys, not too no good, troublemakers. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. Got in one little fight, and Mama got scared and took me to go live with my uncle and auntie in Suffolk. At the age of 7, I was shipped across the states with my American parents, and here I am. So, my origin story. Then I moved to Birmingham, Alabama. Scary place.
So to be clear, you were born in Philadelphia.
I was born in Philadelphia, London. Then moved to Suffolk. And then moved to Birmingham, Alabama, for which I got my last name.
Okay. Simon?
Arkisha.
Did you pronounce that right?
Did he pronounce that
Did I
right?
pronounce that right?
He did.
I was born and I grew out of my creator's mind. Walt was a man who, among other things, loved art and valued being able to entertain people. Now, he didn't have the greatest upbringing. He had an abusive father. But yet he was able to persevere and overcome. He was able to create me. And as a result, I've been able to reach out to so many and touch their hearts and show them that whether they're upset at something that they can laugh again, or if it's something where they're watching Wall-E for the first time, it's okay to cry. I want to be able to do that for everyone.
Thank you, Simon. Whose origin story was more compelling?
Well, since I'm born and raised in Orlando,
That means Monty Birmingham is going home.
Can I get my spot? Well, I'd say that this was 237 years in the making, but it was not. Well, I decided to vote for... He's just a cartoon character. Want to get revenge on Britain is apparently not tickling your fancy as much as a cartoon character. Who lives in your mind, and nowhere else. That is fine. I will make my Brexit, as it were. Can I get tea, though? It's very serious.
Please leave the stage. We are going to get to another very important topic, Social Security, and will it be funded in the future? Jason, will start with you.
Yeah, this is such the elderly, my God. I have a grandma, you have a grandma, Tom, right? And it's like, stop sending me $20 bills, cash. My birthday. Save it for yourself, you know why? Because she's penny pinching, and I've had enough of it, okay? I threw a party at her, she's in Boca. She has so many friends down there, it was the best thing we could have done, right? I threw a party for her 85th. We had it in the little community home there, and Dolores came, and Ethel came, and you know what they all said to me? They said, Jason David? Jason David? We're all sending these $20 bills.
Barry, you worked in the House on securing Social Security. What is your plan from the White House to tackle that problem?
Well, I'll tell you what, the first thing that we need to do is the problem that senior citizens are having as they're getting older is the healthcare costs are way too high. So that's why we need to have a universal health care. We're going to call it O'Shannon Care. It's going to be very similar to what we already have, but it's going to be better. And we're going to make sure what you already have still stays with you as we move forward as a country.
Can I get a rebuttal on that? Because honestly,
15 seconds.
Do you know healthcare issues come from stress? And when you have a party planner as president, you won't be stressed. I'm behind the scenes.
Well, who's gonna take care of your stress?
No one, honey. I'll die young with this face.
Veronica, speaking of dying young, your husband recently did die young.
Be strong. I'm going to be strong for Mom and strong for America.
Well, can you talk a little bit about your ideas about end-of-life care?
Well, the truth is, Tom, the majority of end-of-life care is unpaid work by women.
Sister.
And I believe that we should be remunerating that work. We should be paying those caregivers for the care that they provide so tenderly and with such dedication for so long, because we're relying on them to usher our seniors into death. And I only wish that I had been able to hold Bob's hand as his Oldsmobile went into the ditch.
Don't do this.
But you know, the only blessing is that he died instantly and did not require the long years of care that many people do. So, in closing, we need to make sure that these women who are providing care are given the proper payment for that, and that it goes toward their Social Security earnings report.
You know, Tom, I didn't have a great relationship with my father. He was born in Ireland.
Barry, the bell is rung, and another challenge. Please select one of your fellow candidates to go head-to-head and debate challenge.
I'd like to continue with my mouse friend right here.
Excellent. Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
Linda.
Linda. Would you please select a card? And figure it out.
Shake on it.
Shake on it. Excellent. Well, we all know that a strong, firm handshake is the difference between a president and a president. Linda, you are going to get a handshake from each one of these candidates. You're going to tell us who has the more presidential hand.
Hi. Nice to meet you. I also like to hug.
Hi. So fantastic to meet you. I want you to remember about Obamacare. I want you to remember about giving civil liberties to the gay and lesbian communities. I want you to remember about making the auto industry pay for the mess that they got us into. I want you to remember about enacting climate control on and I want you to remember about being cool, calm, and collected, and keeping this country going in the right direction. Thank you.
Which candidate was more presidential?
More presidential, more creepy.
Your call. Tell us which one you're picking. Creepy or presidential?
I guess Barry was more presidential. Barry or Mickey?
Because it was creepy, right?
But then it's never ended, so I would say Mickey was more presidential. Or, I'm sorry, Simon.
All right. The American people sometimes don't make up their mind immediately. Barry, you're going home.
I've been crying a lot. Just dehydrated from tears.
You know what, America? It really is a cigarette right now. I want you guys to remember, it's not easy being this cool. And I want you to remember how much I loved all of you. God bless America.
Candidates, now that we've learned that an asteroid is barreling towards Earth, please tell us what you would do in 5 words or less. Starting with Jason.
One last amazing final party.
Veronica?
Prepare to join my husband.
Simon?
Elton John, write us songs.
Excellent. Candidates, another important issue that the American people are dying to know about is education. Specifically, the difference between education opportunities for public school children in rich neighborhoods versus poor neighborhoods. Simon, what would you do to improve the education system for America's youth?
Okay. Simon, I feel very strongly that it's one of those things that we've realized, and we've come to the realization that standardized testings across states do not work. Right? They simply do not work. My mother, Mrs. Holman, she has been a third grade teacher, and she can attest to the fact that these things are challenging, they're hard, and they don't prepare students, and they don't give teachers the creativity and the flexibility to be able to install and instill these things in the kids to be able to focus.
Oh! The challenge bell is rung on you, Simon. Please, hit it.
Oh, again? All right. Having a real hard time.
I wouldn't want to be you.
Jason, I thought you did a great job throwing a hunter of a summer bash at the Polynesian.
Thank you.
Resort.
It was well attended.
I would love to challenge you.
Oh.
All right, excellent. Yeah, you can move. You don't want to cheer. So what's your name?
Obi?
Obi, would you please select the next challenge for our candidates?
Shake it off.
Shake it off. Everybody knows that the core quality that you need in a presidential candidate is the ability to dance, dance, dance. So Obi is going to select which one of these two candidates is a better dancer. Robert? presidential dancer. Simon, you're going home.
It's all right. Anytime you close your eyes and smile, I'll be there.
Well, America, you have done it. Your two candidates tonight are Jason David Davies and Veronica Playfair. Let's watch their campaign crowning moment. The car was jackknifed in an open ditch. Didn't truck out. In the driver's seat was Bob, but in the passenger seat was Hope for America. That's right. When one door closes, another opens for Veronica Playfair. A leader this country deserves. Kind, compassionate, mourning. It's morning in America.
If you're looking for a party, look no further. Jason David Davis, or as he's known around the block, JDD. He'll make sure your party is fully stocked and ready. He'll make sure that special moment doesn't go unremembered. Because he's Jason Davis. Every party he does is memorable. And now, he wants to make America.
I'm behind the scenes. You enjoy a specialty cocktail.
All right, America, you've done it. You've earned yourself a 10-minute intermission. Grab a drink. I'm drinking coffee, I assure you. Think about who you want to vote for, whether it's Veronica Playfair or Jason David Davies. 10 minutes. We'll be back, America.